Hello guys, this is your friend Itachi Fanfic 3.0 and we are back a new fanfic story which is What if Kurama had not supported Naruto in the final fight? Part 1. Let's start fanfic without wasting more time. The wind of Konohagakure whistled softly through the village, carrying the scent of freshly fallen rain and blooming cherry trees. The sun peeked over the Hokage monument, casting golden light on the faces carved into stone. Hashirama, Tobirama, Hiruzen, Minato, Tsunade, and finally, Naruto Uzumaki, the seventh Hokage. But today, the village was quiet. Too quiet. Naruto stood atop the Hokage building, his orange cloak fluttering like fire in the wind. His eyes were fixed on the horizon, where a strange dark chakra pulsed beyond the forests of the land of fire. Even from here, he could sense it, ancient, chaotic, and familiar. Something connected to the old world, to the sage of six paths himself. He sighed, crossing his arms. Guess peace doesn't last forever, huh, Kurama? From within, the nine-tailed fox's deep growl echoed faintly. You should know better than anyone, Naruto. Balance always comes with chaos. Before Naruto could answer, a shadow shimmered beside him. The air rippled, and Kakashi Hatake appeared, his silver hair swaying beneath his forehead protector. The sixth Hokage looked at his student, his single visible eye calm yet sharp. You sensed it too, Kakashi said, his tone grave. Naruto nodded. It feels wrong. Like that time during the Fourth War. But different. Stronger. Kakashi's hand brushed the hilt of his kunai, a habit he never lost. It's coming from the ruins near Mount Myoboku. The same place where Jiraiya-sensei once trained you. Naruto froze. A flicker of memory flashed before his eyes. Jiraiya's smile, his laughter, his words echoing across years of struggle. You're the child of prophecy, Naruto. The one who'll bring peace to the world. The irony wasn't lost on him. Peace had come, but not to stay. He turned toward Kakashi, determination blazing in his eyes. Then we'll go there. I'm not letting anyone or anything threaten this world again. Kakashi nodded slightly. I expected you'd say that. I already prepared the team. From behind them, two figures emerged from shimmering chakra light. Naruto's eyes widened. It was impossible. Standing there was Jiraiya, his wild white hair tied back, his red cloak flowing behind him, and a confident grin stretched across his face. Beside him stood Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, Naruto's father, calm, composed, and radiant with chakra. For a moment, Naruto couldn't breathe. Dad, pervy sage, how? Minato smiled gently. The pure land is never far from the hearts of those who still believe. Your chakra, Naruto, it called us. Jiraiya chuckled, scratching his head. Seems like you missed me, huh, brat? Naruto blinked hard, emotion swelling inside him. You both. But before he could speak further, Minato's hand rested on his shoulder. Save it for later. We have a world to protect, son. The return to Mount Myoboku. The four legends, Naruto, Minato, Kakashi, and Jiraiya, stood on the cliff overlooking the sacred mountain. The air was thick with nature energy, but beneath it pulsed something sinister, like corrupted life force. The once serene temple of the toads was now shrouded in darkness. Gamabunta's massive form crouched nearby, his toad eyes narrowed in worry. Been a long time, Jiraiya boy, the toad grumbled. Something's rotten down there. The natural flow's gone mad. Jiraiya crouched, placing his hand on the ground. He could feel it too, twisted senjutsu chakra swirling like poison beneath the soil. This isn't just corruption. It's a summoning gone wrong, he muttered. Naruto frowned. Someone tried to summon something here. Or someone, Kakashi added. The chakra's pattern matches the old sealing arts used by the Otsutsuki. At that, Minato's eyes narrowed. Then it's worse than I thought. A rumble echoed through the valley as the ground split open, releasing waves of black chakra. Out of the fissure rose a figure cloaked in shadows, with horns resembling the Sage of Six Paths, but his aura was unstable, fractured. His voice was a chorus of whispers. You mortals, dare to touch divine ground. Naruto stepped forward, his golden chakra flaring. I don't care who you are. I'll protect this world, even from gods. The being smiled. Then face your legacy, child of prophecy. With a single gesture, time seemed to distort, and the world shattered into fragments of memory. Naruto opened his eyes and found himself standing in the old training field, younger, weaker, confused. The Rasengan swirled in his palm but flickered out. He turned, and there was Jiraiya again, alive, smiling, and full of life. Come on, Naruto. You'll never master it if you hesitate. Naruto's breath caught. This isn't real. Jiraiya chuckled. Maybe not. But the lesson still stands. The real Naruto clenched his fists. I already learned that lesson. You taught me never to give up, no matter what. He slammed his hand together, and golden chakra exploded from him, tearing apart the illusion. The dark entity roared in frustration, but another memory swallowed them, this time, a battlefield. Minato faced the masked man, Obito, during the night of the Nine Tails attack. Minato's voice echoed through the chaos. A shinobi's duty is to protect the next generation, even if it costs his life. Naruto's eyes widened as he saw his father sacrifice himself again, sealing the Nine Tails. The pain hit harder than before. Dad. Minato appeared beside him, his chakra form glowing faintly. You understand now, Naruto. Our will doesn't end with death. It continues, through you. Naruto gritted his teeth, tears burning his eyes. Then let me finish what you started. He turned toward the entity, his chakra burning like a miniature sun. Kurama's voice thundered inside him. Let's go, partner. The legacy unites. Back in the real world, Jiraiya leapt forward, summoning a swarm of toads while Kakashi activated his Sharingan. Minato flashed behind the enemy with his Flying Thunder God technique, leaving trails of golden light. But even their combined assault barely dented the creature. It regenerated instantly, feeding off corrupted nature energy. It's absorbing chakra. Kakashi shouted, dodging a tendril of black energy. Naruto appeared above the monster, hands forming a massive Rasengan infused with Kurama's power, the tailed beast Rasenshuriken. Try absorbing this. He hurled it downward. The explosion tore through the mountain, shaking the sky. But as the dust settled, the dark being still stood, now merging further with the mountain itself. Jiraiya landed beside him, panting. He's drawing power from the land. We need to purify it. Naruto remembered something from his sage training, the balance of nature energy, life and death in harmony. If he's using nature, then I'll make nature fight back. He closed his eyes, entering Sage of Six Paths mode. The air glowed as natural energy flowed into him, pure, balanced, divine. Minato appeared beside him, hand on his son's shoulder. I'll lend you my chakra. Jiraiya smirked. Mine too. Let's show this thing what true ninjas can do. Kakashi formed seals, channeling lightning into the ground. You'll need a path. I'll clear it. Together, the four generations, teacher, student, father, and son, unleashed their combined might. Lightning surged through the corrupted roots, severing the creature's grip. Jiraiya summoned Gamabunta, Gameiken, and Gamahiro, who leapt into battle, smashing through waves of dark chakra. Minato teleported between dimensions, cutting through the creature's core with a Rasengan infused with teleportation energy. And Naruto, with golden chakra swirling like a storm, gathered their combined energy into a colossal sphere. The power of all their wills united, a Rasengan that embodied legacy itself. This is for everyone who believed in me. Naruto shouted. Rasengan. Legacy rebirth. The explosion consumed the sky. When it cleared, the mountain was silent. The darkness was gone. Only peace and sunlight remained. When the dust settled, Jiraiya stood at the edge of the crater, gazing at the sunrise. Hey, you've come far, Naruto. Maybe too far for this old man to keep up. Naruto smiled softly. You were always ahead of me, pervy sage. Minato approached, his chakra form flickering. Looks like our time here is almost up. Naruto's chest tightened. I don't want to lose you again. Minato placed a hand on his son's head, just like he did years ago. You're not losing us. You carry us, every time you protect this world. Jiraiya grinned, eyes soft with pride. Make sure you write a good ending to your story, Naruto. Kakashi stood quietly, hands in his pockets. You always were the bridge between generations. As light surrounded Jiraiya and Minato, Naruto felt their chakra merging with the wind, returning to the world they protected. Then, silence. Naruto looked up at the sky, whispering, "Thank you, for everything." Kurama's voice echoed faintly in his mind. They didn't die for nothing, Naruto. You've surpassed them all. Naruto smiled. No, I just continued what they started. He turned back toward Konoha, the sun rising behind him. The faces of the four, Jiraiya, Minato, Kakashi, and Naruto, seemed to overlap in the light, their spirits bound by one unbreakable chain of will. The will of fire. Years later, stories of that battle became legend, the day 4 generations of the Leaf's greatest shinobi stood together once more. The children of Konoha would look up to the monument, hearing tales of the Hokage who fought alongside his mentors and father, saving the world once again. And deep within Mount Myoboku, a stone tablet glowed faintly with ancient chakra, a seal carved by Naruto himself, inscribed with words that would echo for eternity. Greater than, those who came before light the path for those who follow. R will never dies, it burns eternal. The wind carried those words through the forests and across the mountains, a whisper of legacy, courage, and love.